Hey, this is a special episode of What's Brewing, and today I'm giving you 5 reasons why you should register and attend the Jamf Nation User Conference. But before we get into the video, let's roll that beautiful B-roll. Hey, Christopher here. And the Jamf Nation User Conference was recently announced and the registration was open for anyone to attend. Now, space is limited and I want to give you 5 reasons why I think you should go this year in 2022. Before we do that, let's talk about what the Jamf Nation User Conference is. JNUC stands for the Jamf Nation User Conference. Since 2010, JNUC has been the host of community presentations, deep dive education sessions, and expert product insights. So for those of you who don't know what Jamf is, let's take a moment to explain. The name comes from a character in the book, Gravity's Rainbow. I'll put a link in the description below so you can pick up a copy. I'd be interested to know your thoughts in the comments below after having read it. But Jamf started off as a management company with their own binary, their secret sauce that allowed Mac admins to be able to administer computers. This of course evolved as the mobile ecosystem began to explode, and of course the MDM framework becomes something more integrated, and it really is the hybrid of 2 very different tools here, the Apple management framework and the Jamf management framework. But what Jamf does really well is make it look integrated and seamless. You really don't know where one stops and the other begins. They've of course expanded over the last few years to focus on education products as well as security and identity provider login with Jamf Connect, and of course they continue to add more and more products and services to their repertoire. So let's talk about the 5 reasons why you should attend the JNUC this year. Number 1, community. For me, one of the beautiful things about Jamf is the Jamf Nation, the body of members who participate both in administering Mac computers day to day, who are customers, who are part of the discussion boards and adding things to GitHub and projects and all of the ecosystem that makes up the community. When you get to go to a live event, you get to interact with people, and I think there's just something special that happens when you go to an event versus watching it virtually. Now, I'll be the first to say I'm very thankful for the ability to watch events that are streamed online, but nothing beats an in-person interaction. Additional to that, I get to see all the rock stars in person, like Aaron McDonald and Katie English, these people that I've worked with and looked up to. I get to be in sessions with them, and there's just something about talking shop and these side conversations that you end up having, meeting on these sort of in the hallways, that is magical in a way, because you just get these unexpected surprises with these interactions. Because the community is so large, I have many international friends, and getting to see them at different points throughout the conference, grabbing a cup of coffee or sitting down to share a meal or a snack, I think there's just something about that is irreplaceable, and I can't wait to be able to do that again this year. Number 2 would be the presentations. One of the things I love about each presentation is everyone who gets on that stage is a subject matter expert in the trenches doing what we do every single day. There's so much empathy that comes from those presentations because it's not someone who is just speaking theoretically from what is factually true, but experientially saying, these are the things that I've had to wrestle through. Here are the workflows or the techniques or the tools that I have happened upon or people have shared with me. And those presentations really pack a lot in a short amount of time, and it's almost like there's just not enough time to watch everything you want, and you kind of got to divvy it up with your friends to have someone go to this session and go to this session and take notes, and then sort of come back together and say what was in yours and what was in yours. And every time everyone's always really excited, and there's just energy about the little nuggets that we learned from each session. There's always great content, but that 1 or 2 things that really shape your thinking from the conference that year. So I think live action presentations are awesome, and again, an element of it is going with people that you care about and are friends and peers that you get to be with during those experiences. I think number 3 is the keynote. I love getting to watch the keynote. Every year it's exciting because it's almost like being at a product launch or a product focusing. Sometimes new things do get launched during those keynotes, and that's always really cool. But we always get news and updates and feel like Jamf is going somewhere with us, and getting to sit in that keynote is almost mesmerizing to see the history and how the product has evolved and changed and iteratively improved, but also to hear where it's going in the future, to know that there is a path, there's a roadmap. And if you're a customer of Jamf's, you know that there are updates really on such a regular cadence. It's exciting. I feel like a kid in a candy store getting to hear about what the future holds and what tools I'm going to get to use to help customers succeed with Apple in the coming year. I would say number 4 is vendors. I love vendors because I love swag and stuff and stickers and doodads and trials, and I just like getting to meet the people who are making these products and getting to have conversations about what their intent is. I'm not a negative person. I try not to just really weigh on them, but sometimes I'll say, here's the thing I really love about your product, and here's some things that I really wish it would do, and give them some real world use cases based on the breadth of my experience helping primarily education and small business customers. And so I love having those conversations and getting to have those conversations with them in person. But of course, all the free stuff is really cool because a lot of them often have events after hours or between things, and it's always just super fun. It's just a big celebration. So getting to introduce myself to all these new cool things, getting to meet the people for the things that I use, and then getting to hang out with friends sponsored by the things that I use is really great. Vendors are awesome. I always walk away learning new skill sets, picking up new tools, and getting to meet some really great industry professionals who are aligned with my goals, which is ultimately helping my customers. Number 5 is getting to go to a fun city. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Minneapolis, Minnesota, but getting a chance to go to San Diego is really fun this year because it's a beautiful place. I've been able to teach and do some work out there, and it's really, really great. There's some things that I would say that are things to look out for. You might not be a fan of some of these things. That's okay. You'll do your own research, but getting to spend time in a city over the course of the 3 days that we're going to be there, here's a couple things that I would recommend that you go and check out. First up, James Coffee Company. If you don't know who Peter McKinnon is, I'm going to put a link right here. Go check out his videos. They are epic. He actually is partnered up with James Coffee Company. I'm looking forward to get myself a good cup of coffee. They've got other beverages there too, so go check them out, but I'm looking forward to that. Another one I was introduced to a few years ago was the Crack Shack. This stuff is amazing. The environment, just the build out, the chicken is so good. It's so good. I'm looking forward to it. I even have a shirt and I'm getting another one. That's one of the things I love about it. So many great eateries there, like the Crack Shack. One of the big things that I'm looking forward to go and check out this year is the Balboa Park. It's absolutely gorgeous. I've never been personally, but I can't wait to go. Just San Diego is an amazing city that sits on the water. I walk every day whenever I'm traveling, and again, I haven't done that in a few years because of what's been going on in the world, but it was gorgeous getting to walk through the city of San Diego at the heart of it. It was just a really great place to be. When you go there, I promise you, if you've never been, you will thoroughly enjoy it. So I want to wrap up with this one thought. Jamf Nation is not just a conference where we learn about tech, but it's a chance to get refreshed as individuals, to be re-inspired, and to look forward to doing things that we've been doing all year long, but just get that energy back, to go back in there, realize that we are surrounded by people that really are behind us, that want us to succeed, and we've got tons of peers that are struggling like what we're struggling to get through all the technical hurdles and all the challenges that we have to do our job as administrators. For me, it's just overall a refresh for me to just recharge and get back in the game. Anyway, that's 5 reasons that I have for going to the Jamf Nation User Conference. I'd be interested to see what your reasons are. Put them in the comments below. We'd love to hear why you're going this year. We hope that you enjoy this content. If you do, go ahead and crush that subscribe button, hit the like button if you like this video, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with everything we're producing. As always, we hope you're doing well, we hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you in the next one.